Who could be strong enough to defeat the one above all? Welcome to Comic Vortex. Here we take the craziest matchups the multiverse never gave us and make them fight anyway. In this video, you will learn about the 9 characters who can solo the one above all. First, I have to explain the one above all. He is the supreme being of Marvel Comics. Within Marvel canon, TOAA is presented as the source of the entire multiverse and all cosmic entities. He stands above the living tribunal, the Beyonders, and every other hierarchy in Marvel's structure. He is written as the final authority within that cosmology. He is the top. No one is close to him. Nothing stands above him, except maybe those 9 characters. So without losing time, let's continue and see who they are and how big their chances are. We will start with the Leviathan, which have 30% winning chance. Now let me explain why. For those who are not familiar with the Leviathan, he is not a fat whale. He is a metafictional force from the unwritten that represents the collapse of stories themselves. Leviathan embodies the anti-story, a force that erodes narrative coherence. Instead of fighting inside a narrative, Leviathan destabilizes it from a higher level. It operates beyond normal story logic, threatening even author-level constructs by attacking the foundation of fiction itself. Leviathan isn't defined by omnipotence or creation. Its significance lies in representing the entropy of narrative reality, the idea that stories can break down and cease to hold together. As we can all see, Leviathan represents the breakdown of stories themselves, and if the story loses its structure, there's nothing left for TOAA to rule over. Before we continue with the other characters in this short list, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to support our channel with a like, as well as with a hype and subscribe. Next is the Scarlet King with a 33% winning chance. And let me tell you why. The Scarlet King is a central figure in the SCP mythos, portrayed not simply as a powerful entity, but as a primordial force of chaos and anti-structure. Scarlet King exists before ordered reality, before causality, and before the systems that hold existence together. Rather than ruling over a universe, the Scarlet King represents opposition to creation itself, a force that seeks to tear down structure, hierarchy, and narrative coherence. Entire civilizations and cosmic systems within the SCP cosmology are portrayed as unable to defeat him outright, only delay or contain aspects of his influence. He does not simply conquer universes, he undermines the order that allows universes to function. TOAA represents structured supremacy. The Scarlet King represents existence before structure, and if the structure collapses, TOAA would collapse with it. The third in this list is SCP-2747 with a winning chance of 37%. Let me explain this beauty. SCP-2747 is an anomaly within the SCP Foundation universe that represents the erasure of fiction itself. It isn't a monster, a deity, or a traditional reality warper. Instead, it manifests when a story fails to properly qualify as a story within certain narrative conditions. When triggered, this SCP removes the right of the multiverses and structures to exist. There are no explosions, no visible devastation. The narrative simply collapses, and the entire construct disappears as if it never existed. What makes this SCP especially unusual is that it has no physical form, no confirmed gender, but fans keep drawing it like a hot mommy for unknown reasons. This SCP doesn't erase TOAA with force. It erases the conditions that allow TOAA to appear on the page at all. No page, no panel, no presence. Next is the legend itself, Precon Beyonder, with a 40% winning chance. Not everyone knows this Beyonder in the right way. Let me explain it well. Precon Beyonder was portrayed as something far beyond the Marvel multiverse itself. This version existed completely outside the entire Marvel reality structure. The multiverse, including eternity, infinity, and even the living tribunal, was described as insignificant compared to him, like a drop of water in an endless ocean. He could erase cosmic abstracts, override death, reshape existence casually, and rewrite reality without resistance. At the time, he was written as a being whose power dwarfed everything inside creation. He did not originate within the multiverse. He observed it from beyond and entered it by choice. He could alter laws of existence, remove concepts, and reshape all realities simultaneously. The original Beyonder stood apart from the system entirely, treating the whole of Marvel's cosmology as something finite compared to his own existence. But that is not all of it. He was so great that even the writers and authors bowed their heads to him. If TOAA governs creation from within Marvel's hierarchy, the Beyonder once treated that entire hierarchy as something smaller than himself, which means that he is the only one in Marvel who has a chance to overpower TOAA. Next is Aithth, aka the Blind Idiot, with a winning percentage of 42%. So Aithth is an entity that exists at the center of all existence. Unlike typical supreme beings who consciously rule over creation, Aithth is portrayed as mindless and unaware, surrounded by other cosmic entities that keep him in a sleep with endless songs. In several interpretations of the mythos, all of reality is implied to exist as part of Aithth's dream. If he were ever to awaken, existence itself would collapse, not through destruction, but because the dream sustaining it would simply end. He does not issue commands or shape reality intentionally. Instead, his very existence underlies everything. So if everything is part of his dream, then even supreme beings like the one above all exist because the dream continues. Up next is SCP-3812, aka the voice behind me, with a 45% winning chance. As we all know, this SCP was once a human named Sam Howell. But after exposure to anomalous phenomena, he began experiencing reality in layers far beyond normal perception. Unlike most powerful entities in fiction, he does not simply manipulate reality. He becomes aware of the structures that define it. He perceives higher narrative layers above his own existence, including the awareness of authors writing his story. As he recognizes these layers, he transcends them, ascending beyond each framework that contains him. This process does not stop. Whenever a higher level is identified, he rises past it. His existence represents infinite recursive transcendence, a being who climbs beyond every layer of structure he becomes aware of, making him one of the most unusual and conceptually extreme entities in metafictional discussions. As we all understand, the moment he recognizes a higher structure, he rises above it. If TOAA is the highest layer, 3812 doesn't fight it. He climbs past it. Next is the Presence, which has a 50% chance of winning. This old man is portrayed as the supreme source of the DC cosmology, the origin of creation, heaven, hell, and the multiverse itself. Within DC canon, the Presence stands above cosmic entities, angels, and metaphysical forces, functioning as the ultimate authority behind existence. Characters such as Lucifer Morningstar and Michael Demiurgos derive their power from aspects of his creation, and even the most powerful beings in DC operate within a system that ultimately traces back to him. Just like the one above all, the Presence is everything in DC. Nothing can happen without his allowing it to happen. Everything is under his absolute command. If TOAA is Marvel's source, the Presence is DC's source. And when two origin points collide, it isn't about power, it's about which cosmology stands higher. And I am going to ask you to comment on who you think has a higher cosmology and why. The Aithth is the writer with a 60% chance of winning. For those who don't know him, the writer is a metafictional character from Animal Man, representing the author Grant Morrison. Unlike cosmic beings who rule over universes within the fiction, the writer exists one level above the story, aware that everything happening is part of a constructed narrative. He can alter events simply by deciding to write them differently. He is not defined by strength, speed, or cosmic energy, but by creative authority. Characters inside the story are subject to his decisions because he determines what happens next. However, it is important to note that this version of the writer is still a fictional representation of an author, not the real-world human creator. He functions as a metafictional layer above the characters in his story, embodying the idea that stories are shaped by his hand. The writer doesn't need to overpower TOAA. He can rewrite the script. If TOAA is a character inside a story, the writer can change what that story says with ease. The last one is the reader with a 100% chance of winning. The reader isn't a character, he is you. The one holding the comic, watching the video, or scrolling the page. In metafictional stories like Animal Man and Deadpool, it's hinted that the highest authority isn't the heroes, the cosmic beings, or even the writer. It's the one experiencing the story. Without the reader, there is no active narrative. No panels, no dialogue, no existence in motion. You exist completely outside time, continuity, and fictional rules. Even the writer depends on you, because if no one reads the page, the story has no impact. In that sense, you, my friend, stand at the highest external vantage point possible, beyond every character, every author insert, and every fictional hierarchy. The reader doesn't fight. The reader closes the book or burns it, and it's game over. Well, we've given our take, but what's yours? If there's anyone you think we missed, drop it in the comments. And if you enjoyed our video, hit subscribe to our channel to see many more.